All right, so this is a kind of spontaneous video. I wanted to show some experimentation that I'm doing for this NTSC um, artifact kind of simulation thing uh, that Clyde posted recently. Hold on, I'm gonna switch to my controller. So let's start with, so this is normal. Yeah, so I really wanted to try to have like a CRT filter or shader, and I had mentioned it in the Discord, and I experimented with it, but there was too much involved in writing a shader, so I gave up. Then Clyde saw somebody else do some kind of experiment with their emulator, and they pointed to a some kind of Nintendo documentation page that talked about the NTSC artifacts and how you could replicate them. So I tried to use some of that information. And the first thing I saw looked like this. And I thought, color-wise, that's pretty awesome. I really like seeing the colors kind of messed up. But this is terrible. It's too blocky. So I went in and started playing with the horizontal scaling, and it still looks kind of artifacty in a way that kind of hurts my eyes. So then I wanted to add phosphor blending to blend previous frames with the new frame, sort of like how a phosphor CRT screen might work. But it's still too blocky, so I turned up the resolution. And I was really happy when I saw this, but I'm also upset that I've lost all the really cool color artifacts. And you really have to look close to appreciate the sort of live nature of each pixel. Like it kind of looks like a CRT scanline phase artifact thing, but at the end of the day, I think it hurts my eyes if you play with it long enough. But when you do A/B them, I think the sort of smoothed out version looks better. It's just that I don't know if it's worth it. Um, I don't know how high I can crank this up before it slows down too much. But let me just show you. Let's plug in a paddle and play for a little bit. So the phosphor blending helps a little bit in that you get a tiny little bit of a trail behind the ball, which I kind of like. Um, I like the softness of the screen, and maybe at the edge of some of the bricks there might be a cool artifact, but it's kind of like it's a lot of code involved in achieving an effect that you really can't see. Like there's a softness which actually is pretty nice, but I really wanted a lot more color artifacting, and I played with a lot of different ideas. And at the end of the day, I think we are simulating how NTSC creates artifacts, but the color artifacts I'd like to see are probably the result of the cathode ray tube and things being misaligned in the actual physical device. Whether it's unsteady voltages causing the electron gun or the electromagnets not working up to spec. You know, there's just a lot of artifacts that I want to see that just aren't showing up. And so for now, I don't think I'm going to move forward with this project, but I don't know, it does look kind of cool. I just feel like I'm wasting a lot of CPU cycles to get an effect that isn't really what I had planned for it to be. So here, let's go before, after. Before, after. But anyway, let's see if I can maybe crash it or something. Let's crank it up to the top. It does seem slower, right? Maybe disable blending. I think I've slowed down the game, so I think that's bad. Yeah. 3 is probably better. I do like the when you switch through here, that little glitch. Like, I kind of want to have that, have a simulated glitch. Ooh, I do like that. But anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. See you later.